Hello and welcome to the old Fliers. Martin Bowman's 5 books on D-Day are a good read. Book 2, called Assaults from the Sky, tells the story of Flight Sergeant Jack Parker. He was a navigator bomb aimer in Sea Flight 226 Squadron RAF Tactical Air Force. They were tasked with flying into France on D-Day to detect quarter-wave radio signals from resistance agents. These signals were able to be picked up from above, but not from ground-based receivers such as the German radio detection finders. Bad weather, thick cloud, severe icing made return to Hertford Airfield imperative. Descending towards Basingstoke, they broke into clear air 200 feet above the Thames River near Putney Bridge, headed for Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. That was close. He then said that the following month, on 28th of July 1945, a US Air Force B-25 Mitchell bomber, similar to theirs, did collide with the Empire State Building in New York at 9:40 a.m. The aircraft crashed into the north side, embedding itself. The accident killed 14 people, the 3 crewmen and 11 people in the building, and an estimated 24 others were injured. Damage caused by the crash estimated at US 16 million in today's money. The building's structural integrity was not compromised. The pilot was Lieutenant Colonel William Franklin Smith. This was a routine personal transport mission from Bedford Army Airfield in Massachusetts to Newark Metropolitan Airport in New Jersey.
The Empire State Building, like all New York, was hidden by fog as a Mitchell bomber trying to reach Newark Airport crashed into the tallest structure in the world. The 79th floor was hardest hit by the crash. Firemen had to drag their hoses 11 stories to reach the flames on the 79th floor, as many elevators were knocked out of order. The bomber hit the north side of the building, and the gas threw a sheet of flame. When the plane hit the north side of the building, parts of it jammed in the structure, and some plummeted down the elevator shaft, while other parts of the B-25 passed through the building, so great was the impact. An elevator dropped from the 75th floor, and the safety brakes worked until the 7th floor was reached, then plunged to the sub-basement.
Smith had asked for clearance to land and was advised of zero visibility in thick fog. Proceeding anyway, he became disorientated and turned right instead of left after passing the Chrysler Building. The aircraft struck between the 76th and 80th floors, making a 5 metre by 6 metre hole in the building. One engine shot through the south side opposite the impact and flew as far as the next block, dropping 900 feet and landing on the roof of the nearby building, causing a fire that destroyed a penthouse art studio. The other engine and part of the landing gear fell down an elevator shaft, causing a fire. The Empire State Building fire is the highest structural fire to be brought under control by firefighters. Between 50 and 60 sightseers were on the 86th floor observation deck when the crash happened. Elevator operator Betty Lou Oliver was thrown from her elevator car on the 80th floor and suffered severe burns. First aid workers placed her in another elevator car to transport her to the ground floor, but the cable supporting that elevator had been damaged in the incident and it fell 75 stories, ending up in the basement. Oliver survived the fall due to the softening cushion of air created by the falling elevator car within this elevator shaft. However, she suffered a broken pelvis, back and neck when rescuers found her amongst the rubble. Amazing. This remains the world record for the longest survived elevator fall. Despite the damage and deaths, the building was open for business on many floors on the next Monday morning, less than 48 hours later. The crash spurred the passage of the long-pending Federal Tort Claims Act, which was signed into law by President Harry S. Truman in August 1946, initiating retroactive provisions into the law and allowing people to sue the government for the accident. After the debris had been cleared away, the damaged 78th floor was refurbished and was made into the headquarters of the United Distillers of America. This was not the end of crashes into New York buildings. On the evening of May 20, 1946, a United States Army Air Forces Beechcraft C-45F Expediter aeroplane crashed into 40 Wall Street northern facade. You may know 40 Wall Street as the Trump Building. The twin-engine plane was heading for Newark Airport. It struck the 58th floor of the building at about 8:10 p.m, creating a 6 metre by 3 metre hole in the masonry. The crash killed all 5 aboard the plane, though no one in the building or on the ground was hurt. The fuselage and the wing of the splintered plane fell onto the 12th story setback, while parts of the aircraft and pieces of brick and mortar from the building fell into the street below. Fog and low visibility were identified as the main causes of the crash, since LaGuardia Field had reported a heavy fog that reduced the ceiling to 500 feet, obscuring the view of the ground for the pilot at the building's 58th floor height.
An Army plane seeking a nearby landing field crashed into the 58th floor of this Wall Street skyscraper. Parts of the plane, bricks, and chunks of mortar fell to the street. Fortunately, New York's downtown financial and business district was deserted at the time. The terrific impact tore a 10-foot hole through the wall. The front of the plane was reduced to rubble on this office floor 700 feet above the ground. The fuselage and a wing of the splintered plane fell and caught on the 20th floor ledge, starting a fire. This second terrible accident recalls last summer's similar tragedy, when a plane crashed into the world's tallest building, the 102-story Empire State Building. 2 such air collisions within 10 months in New York City spur engineers to find sure safety measures for aircraft flying over the crowded metropolitan area.
The incident promoted the Army in June 1946 to ban planes from landing in New York City during heavy fog. On July 24, 1946, 4 days before the first anniversary of the Empire State Building crash, another aircraft narrowly missed striking this building. The unidentified twin-engine plane, described as bearing no military insignia, flew past the 68th floor and scraped the observation deck, startling workers and tourists there, I bet. Then, on September 11, 2001, terrorists flew commercial airliners into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. The world, as we knew it, changed that day. Thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button to encourage new content.